Hello students, how are you? Hope all of you are fine and are taking good care of yourself. Students, today we are going to discuss the topic digestive system in human beings from the lesson Nutrition in Animals. We eat different food articles, but body gets energy from this food when it gets converted into simple substances. The process by which the body converts food into simple usable substances is known as digestion. Digestion is a slow process. It takes few hours to complete. All the organs that work together to digest food form the digestive system. The digestive system, which is also known as the alimentary canal, consists of the mouth, esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, and anus. Now, we will study in detail about each organ and its function in digestion of food. The first organ of our alimentary canal is the mouth. The mouth consists of teeth, tongue, and salivary glands. We take food through mouth. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. We chew the food with the teeth and break it into small pieces. The area between the teeth and cheeks is known as the buccal cavity. We have four different types of teeth. An adult human can have up to 32 teeth, 16 on the upper jaw, 16 on the lower jaw. There are four incisors, which are the cutting teeth present on the front of both upper and lower jaw. Then we have canines. There are two canines on both sides of the incisors. They are pointed, so they help in tearing the food. Then we have four premolars. These are broad and flat, so they help in grinding the food. At last, we have 4 to 6 molars. These are also broad and flat. They also help to crush and grind the food. The salivary gland present in the mouth secretes saliva. Saliva contains amylase, a digestive juice. This amylase breaks the carbohydrates into sugar. The tongue is a muscular organ attached at the back to the floor of buccal cavity. We use our tongue for talking. It also helps in mixing the saliva with the food during chewing and helps in swallowing the food. We also taste food with our tongue. It has got taste buds that detect different taste of food. Now this swallowed food passes into the food pipe or esophagus. The food is pushed down by the movement of the wall of the food pipe. This swallowed food now reaches the stomach. The stomach is a thick-walled, bag-like organ. Its shape is like a flattened U. It is the widest part of the alimentary canal. The walls of the stomach is called mucosa, which secretes mucus. The mucus protects the lining of the stomach. In stomach, the food is churned and made into a paste. The gastric glands present in the stomach wall produce hydrochloric acid and gastric juices. This acts on the food. The acid is very strong. It can even kill the bad bacteria which are sometimes present in our food. The digestive juices break down the proteins into simpler substances. But the food is not fully digested in the stomach. Rest of the digestion will take place in small intestine. The small intestine is a highly coiled tube-like organ. It is about 7.5 meters long. It receives secretion from liver and pancreas. The liver is a reddish brown gland. It is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile juice. This bile juice is stored in a sac-like organ called gallbladder. The bile juice helps in digestion of fats. Pancreas is another gland. It is a large cream-colored gland located below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice that helps in digestion of carbohydrates, fats and proteins. The partially digested food now reaches the lower part of the intestine where the intestinal juice completes the digestion of all the components of the food. The carbohydrates get broken into simple sugars such as glucose. Proteins break up into simpler form which are called amino acids. Fats break up into fatty acids and glycerol. Now digestion of food is complete. The next step is absorption of these simpler substances and absorption of vitamins and minerals present in the food. The process of absorption also takes place in small intestine. The inner walls of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowths called villi. The villi increase the surface area for absorption of the digested food. Each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels close to its surface. The surface of the villi absorbs the digested food material which passes into the blood. This process is called absorption. Now, the blood takes these useful substances to all the body parts where they are used for growth and maintenance of the body. This is called assimilation. Assimilation means utilization of the digested food by the body. Now, some food remains undigested, and this undigested food enters the large intestine. The large intestine is also a tubular structure, but it is wider and shorter than small intestine. It is about 1.5 meters long. Its main function is to absorb water and some salts from the undigested food. The remaining waste passes into the rectum and remains there as semi-solid feces. The fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time. This is called egestion. Thus, the whole process starts with ingestion of food, digestion of food, absorption, assimilation, and ends with egestion of remaining waste material. So, we can sum up this whole system through this flow chart. You can see the food contains proteins, fats, carbohydrates. The food is taken up or ingestion of food is through the mouth where saliva which contains amylase acts on the food. Now the food is in the form of paste. It goes into the esophagus or food pipe. Through esophagus, the food reaches into the stomach where it is churned into very fine paste. Hydrochloric acid and gastric juices present in the stomach act on the food. The food from here passes into small intestine where the food is further digested by the action of bile juice and pancreatic juice. Here the digestion is complete and the food is converted into simpler substances which are absorbed into the blood. Through blood, these simpler substances reach all the body organs. The remaining waste food now passes into large intestine From here, it goes into the anus through which the waste material is thrown out of the body. The process is known as egestion. So, students, with this, the digestive system is complete. Thank you.